walk us through this journey. Walk us through the story. They say ladies don't like to be told, to be asked how old they are. I hear that. But I hope you will not object to a question. How old were you when you actually discovered that you're sick? Talk to us about how you lived before and the day that you got the diagnosis. What was happening? What was changing in your life? And what prompted you to go and have a lookup or a checkup? And just paint that picture for us, Derrick.
All right, thank you. All right, so I got my diagnosis in 2022, but I'd been sick for more than a year, actually about 2 years. And as mentioned earlier, I had consulted Dr. Google for
Dr. Google?
More than 1 year.
Right.
Yeah,
what was Google telling you? I'm curious.
A lot of, variety of, solutions. I would Google even medications and go and buy them.
Wow.
Because in my mind, I knew that cancer was for a particular demography. So I never
older
thought,
people.
Yeah, for older people.
So what were you treating?
So I would treat, bacteria infection, fungal infection, just to avoid, because some doctors would suggest biopsy. And I knew biopsy would unfortunately lead to maybe a cancer diagnosis. Right. I was trying hard to avoid that.
So you suspected?
Yes. After 1 year, I started suspecting because I used to read a lot. I'm also a writer, so I used to read a lot, and I started suspecting that this could actually be cancer. But the idea that I had cancer at that early age, was not sitting right with me.
How old were you, if I may ask?
I was 26.
26?
Yes.
And what sort of cancer did you... Actually, take us to the day you actually found out for sure.
All right.
The suspicions were now a reality.
All right, so unlike other cancer diagnosis, when I was told the 3 words, you have cancer, I felt relieved.
Really?
Yeah, because I had been in so much pain for more than a year, and we had nothing to treat. I was on painkillers, I couldn't walk, the financial burden, the meltdowns. So when they told me you have cancer, I knew that finally they have something to focus on. So, and I was diagnosed with Kaposi sarcoma, and literally we had no money. So I remember on the day I got my diagnosis, we organized the first fundraiser to start, because they told us on stage 3 and we need to start everything.
So they caught it at stage 3?
At stage 3, yeah.
Just hold for a second. Dr. Kimutai, help us understand, he's been treating it for about a year before the diagnosis. A year? A year or two?
A year or two. Yeah.
A year or two. Yeah. What if he went for screening, let's say, at month 2 or 3 of feeling like his body was not okay? What sort of stage would that have been? Just help us understand.
Okay, so to understand cancer, generally cancer is our own cells of the body which they go haywire. They start to multiply, they grow, the characteristic of cancer is that they invade. So if it starts, let's call it the arm here, or somewhere the spot on the cheek here, that is still stage 1. If it starts to invade, maybe it goes down to the glands, the lymph nodes here, then maybe that would be stage 2. Stage 3, maybe it has spread a bit more. Stage 4, generally spread to let's say the entire body, let's call it that way.
Right.
And that generally affects the outcome of treatment. If you catch it at this early stage, the treatment may be as simple as just surgery without any chemotherapy or any radiotherapy. These are the more intensive treatments. But once it starts to spread, then the treatments become even more. So you may need chemotherapy, you may need radiotherapy, and even more treatments that are available, targeted treatments and all that. So outcome is generally linked to stage.
To stage.
So the earlier you diagnose it, and
the better.
The better. So maybe at 2 months, 3 months, we want to think it could have been stage 1.
Stage 1, okay.
Because by the time he was diagnosed, he was in stage 3.
All right.
So that is why we want to say spot symptoms early and go to be checked early.
We're coming to you in a sec. Right. The particular kind of cancer he talked about, Kaposi's sarcoma. Talk to us a little bit about it. What does it do? What does it affect? And when you're at stage 3, what's likely going on in your body?
Yeah, so maybe I do not necessarily talk about hypotheses exactly because they all behave in the same.
Yeah, just to give us a rough idea.
Yeah, so cancer is just cancer wherever it starts. If it starts in your brain, it starts in the chest, it starts in the leg, they all behave the same. They start in one place and then start to, if given time, they start to invade and spread just the way I described it.
Right.
So what happens is that cancer are not normal cells of the body. So the body recognizes this is foreign and starts to fight it. So your immune system becomes activated, and eventually it even becomes weak. You become susceptible to infections. It takes your nourishment, and eventually as you progress to stage 3, 4, you start to now see the manifestations of loss of weight, night sweats, and generally it becomes less and less curable as you advance towards stage 3, stage 4. But I would like to say that it's not a death sentence. Even stage 4s are curable. Stage 3s, because the biology of every cancer is different.
Yeah. Okay. Derrick, listening to this and reliving these moments, I mean, so after the initial relief, now you have an enemy that you can identify.
Yes, yes.
The next stage was fundraising.
Yes.
What was going through your mind through that project? And talk to us about the journey from that moment of diagnosis to the point where I believe you went into remission, I believe.
Yes.
It was done.
Yes.
You're in the clear even now.
No, not yet.
Not entirely.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that journey from then till now.
All right, so I think I wasn't prepared for, because I just wanted to get through it. I mean, go through the treatment, but I didn't know exactly how the process, the tough the process was. So I literally went through it all. I started with chemotherapy. I did the first line, which was 6 cycles. Then I went to radiotherapy, then went back to chemotherapy, surgeries. So I did a total of 18 chemotherapies and 12 radiotherapies and 4 surgeries. And then I had another recurrence. Actually, I had 3 recurrences in between. So, and remember, we were fundraising along the way, for the surgery, for everything, for literally everything, for nutrition, for transport to hospital, for medication, for everything. And so, apart from the financial burden, there's the emotional part of it, because you depend on people to help you, and you need to be strong for them. So the days that you don't want to see the next day, but you have to smile, you have to give them that hope that you are, really going to get better. And the fact that it has really spread, it had spread to my lungs, and it was on my left foot, and it went to my lungs, and it was really bad that I even didn't want them to help me clean it, because I thought they would, change their minds and say, this guy maybe not going to get better soon. So I would do a lot. I would struggle to be, to be normal, to pretend that I'm okay, I'm strong enough to clean it up and do everything. But I think in that journey, I've learned the power of community support, the power of, that fundraising and a bit of insurance here and there. But I saw my community, my friends coming together to help me, not just financially, but stay with me, to call me, to encourage me, and that really kept me going. Because I saw friends who just decide to rest, because of the meltdown, because of the financial burdens, and all that cancer comes with. They would just say, I'm not going to take this anymore, and stop treatment, and you hear that 3 months down the line, they're gone. So I decided to see how this disease was going to, to the next stage it was going. My entire life I've been living just beside one mantra, and this is, we live today, tomorrow will usually take care of itself. So I only make sure that whatever I need to do, I have to do it today. If there's something I need to eat, I'm going to eat it today, because tomorrow will usually take care of itself. So that has kept me going, and I think recently I had a recurrence, but I'm not as worried as I was when I got my first diagnosis, because I think where I was before was much worse than my current state. So I keep on fighting, hoping that one day I'll receive that remission.
Right.